Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby version. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we caught the legendary trio. I know, thank you guys. We did it. We did awesome. Today, as I mentioned, we are going to be going after Ho-Oh, which is in Omega Ruby. In Alpha Sapphire, you'd be going after Lugia. So let's take to the sky and begin the first of many little key item things we need to do. We actually need to go through a little area, you know, a little preparation for going after Ho-Oh. So let's go ahead and land right here in Route 108, which will allow us to actually get to a very special area in this game, which we have not had the chance to explore before, because we haven't done too much surfing around and exploring around and all those sorts of things and running around and doing all these. But we are here in Route 108. Let me go ahead and use a repel so we can get this going. And now this is actually a really cool area. You know, I kind of explored around to figure out where it was exactly before doing this, because I wanted to make sure I didn't end up getting lost again like I did going after, you know, Reggie Steele. I think that was just, I don't even know where the heck I was. I was just lost. I didn't even know if I was playing the right game. I thought it was, you know, Pokemon Platinum for all I knew, looking for that Pokemon. Alright guys, so we've arrived here in Sea Mauville, and as you can see, it is like a crashed ship. I don't really know much about this. It's just strange to me. I think it was like a yacht at some point or something of that sort, or maybe just like a city that just really collapsed, went down. Something just seemingly went wrong here. I don't really know much of the information about it. If you guys know, you know, let me know. I do like figuring these things out and learning about it. One other thing I've actually gone ahead and done too is forgot Waterfall on Tibber, and I taught it Surf. Just, you know, I thought that would be very good because we're going to need it here. So let's go ahead and surf then and begin making our way here. Now, thanks to all the tips you guys gave me about going after Ho-Oh, I do know that we are looking for a special item here in this place. And you know what's funny? I actually never would have really explored this place if, you know, I wasn't going after legendaries. It's so cool that we can ride the Sharpedo down here. You think our clothes would be soaking wet, and I have no idea how we would be like holding ourselves down. But I do like the fact that we can use the Sharpedo sprite. I think that looks really cool. And I know that we have to head towards the basement. So this must be the right way. I think this is it. This is it? What am I looking for? I think we're going to be looking for like a little Pokeball or something around here. Yeah. Whoa. There's something glimmerily faintly in the water. Oh, with that we obtained the scanner. There we go. So the little glimmering light was the scanner. So the scanner is what you need in order to make your way out of here. And it's pretty much like a little small trade sequence. You know, if you ever played Zelda, it's like a little trade sequence thing. That's what we're doing. Getting an item, trading it over, getting another item, you know, bada bing, bada boom. That's what we got to do. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here then. Now we have to make our way to another old friend of ours who will allow us to finally go after Ho-Oh. Now, this is fun. I'm excited to take on Ho-Oh. I'm a little bit nervous too, because I feel like the other times I've gone up against the Ho-Oh, it's been a little bit difficult. You know, it's always tough because it has recover. One of the good things I know is that this time it doesn't. And as you saw with our Reggie, you know, whatever Reggie setup we had, it was pretty simple to catch them. It was actually very easy. So I'm feeling pretty good. Also, let's go ahead and make our way to Slateport, because that is where we need to go in order to talk to Captain Stern, who will give us an item. And from there, we can head back and go after the legendaries. I know, these are a little bit of a mess to catch. I don't know who came up with these, like, hey, let's just make it the weirdest thing ever, obtain a scanner. You know, if you're playing this for the first time without any help, guarantee you probably wouldn't have any idea what to do with the scanner. I know if I was playing it and I didn't have any help, or, you know, you guys didn't leave me comments and I didn't look up anything, I would have no freaking idea to go into Mauville, like Sea Mauville, and obtain the scanner and trade it and get the new item, which we're about to get right here, guys. This is going to help this man's, you know, whatever research. We got the clear bell, and the clear bell, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's what allows us to make our way back up to Sea Mauville, and it's the key item that allows us to go after Ho-Oh, which is pretty very nice. You know, I do like that they did this. I like little trade sequences. It almost makes it feel a little more challenging, a little more fun. So with that, guys, let's head back to Sea Mauville then, because we are ready to take on Ho-Oh. And I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. Ho-Oh is one of my favorite legendary Pokemon. I just think it looks so cool. I've always liked, you know, how it looked, how rainbowy it looked. Just so many aspects of it. So let's go ahead, and I think we can actually fly straight to Sea Mauville now, if I'm correct. Wow, we can. So very cool. We can go straight to Sea Mauville. Love the fact that we can just soar straight to these locations. definitely a must-add to any, like, future gen games. We need to keep Soar. Like, please don't let it be only a Hoenn thing. They need to keep Soar around. All right, watch me actually bump into a Pokemon here in the 5 steps I have to take up this. If I do, I'm just going to shut my game off right now. I'm just going to shut it off. Ah, miraculously. Didn't bump any Pokemon. And the clear bell in our bag seems to be glowing faintly. What could that mean? Now, if you guys remember, we explored here earlier, and it was up this little high cliff that there is a portal. I'll save, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I've saved. Let's go ahead and talk to this portal thing. And with that, here we go, guys. Rodri versus Ho-Oh. Let's go ahead and take it on, then. The legendary Pokemon of the Johto region. Same strategies apply. We're going to paralyze it. We're going to weaken it. We're going to catch this Pokemon and make it one of our own. As I was saying, Ho-Oh has always been one of my favorite legendaries. I think it was for the fact that when I was really young in El Salvador, and, you know, I've always watched Pokemon. When I first watched it, I thought it was silly. It wasn't until I came to the U.S. that, I really got into it. Because, I don't know, I loved collecting cards, and I thought it was really, really cool. But when I was a kid, the first time I saw it, I found it interesting. And one of the moments that really stood out to me as a kid, wow, we almost KO'd it. We just got very lucky. One of the moments that always stood out to me as a kid was when Ash is, just setting out on his journey. And this is, you remember, this is Gen 1, guys. This is probably before they even began the concept for Gen 2. You have to remember that. Ash looks to the sky, and he sees this just golden Pokemon, which back then didn't have an identity. It didn't have an identity. It was not a Ho-Oh. It was just, a random Pokemon before they made, the next 100. It was just the original 150, 151. So, Ash looks to the sky, he sees it, and I think as a kid, I was just like, wow. What was that thing? What was that Pokemon? It seems like out of this world. It just seemed so strange. Like, what was that thing? And, eventually, once they created the Johto, the next, couple Pokemon, the second gen, you figured out, oh my goodness, that was Ho-Oh. You go back and you rewatch it as a kid and you're like, that was Ho-Oh. Like, no wonder a Pokemon like that can grant you a wish, or it's so special. Because if you watch the first, season of Pokemon, you saw that, Ash actually, I don't remember where he went. He went to like a museum or something, and it showed a picture of like a couple of legendaries. So it was kind of weird. They've always had a weird thing for legendaries. And there was a picture with like Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, and like Arcanine. So I guess like Arcanine was meant to be a legendary. So they changed a lot of things, going into the gens. And, Ho-Oh showing up to Ash during like the first episode was one of those just standout moments where you're just like, whoa, man, Pokemon has come a long way. To now see that Pokemon here in like 3D, it's just cool. Like, it's just so much nostalgia, and it's really, really awesome. I think that's what always brings you back to Pokemon. As the older you get, it doesn't matter because you still stick with it. Even if it's for nostalgia or just for the sake of loving the game and loving the series, I think it's always a fun time. Old or young and old, it's always fun to play Pokemon and to just remember everything. For those of you guys growing up with Pokemon now, I'm guessing that you're probably growing up with, whatever's going on, like X and Y, or whatever series it is. I highly recommend to you guys, if you've played Pokemon and you're into the games, but you never had the chance to, really look back on some of the episodes and stuff, I highly recommend you watch the first season of Pokemon. To many, considered the best season, and I highly suggest, if you're into Pokemon now, you go back and you watch it. Because that's what, my generation grew up with. It was just watching those episodes and, becoming a Pokemon trainer with Ash, not knowing anything about Pokemon, having no idea how it worked, and then learning about it as you watch the show and as you got to play the games. So I highly suggest that you go back and you do that. You guys probably know so much more about Pokemon than I do even at this point, but it's always good to, put the message out there. I highly suggest, you take a look back on the roots of some of your favorite games, because it's always a blast getting, to see how silly it used to be back then and how far it's come now. If you looked at some of the, graphics of the games then and even in the anime and the show, it's ridiculous how far Pokemon has come. I think I watched an episode of X and Y. I don't remember. It was like on TV or something. I was flipping through the channels, and I was like, whoa, man, Pokemon has changed. Ash looks like quality, like good quality, when I'm used to like a hand-drawn kid running around. It's insane. You look at the Pokemon's attacks, and it's like this crazy graphical swirl, when back then it'd be just like a colorful like little flamethrower or something. It's changed. It's pretty crazy how far this game has come. And I'm just glad that I have the chance to play through with you guys and share it. This Ho-Oh has literally been on the border of being caught like 8 different times. Kind of annoying, kind of frustrating. As you can see, I have Iroh up in front. We can tank out a lot of the fire hits. One of the bad things is we can't bring out Tibber because of the rough skin, which would knock out the Ho-Oh. But hopefully, you know, we'll be able to catch it here very soon and be on our merry way. We've actually been doing pretty good with legendaries. We still have a ton to catch. You know, I have read pretty much all the information and read every comment that you guys leave me. And I know that there's still quite a bit of Pokemon we have to go after. So I'm going to try my best to catch them all. And, you know, I'm definitely going to need your guys' help. Thanks to all you guys who, you know, after last time when I obtained the Relicanth and a Wailord from one of you Purple Banditos, you know, a lot of you guys, like, contacted me and were like, hey, if you need a Pokemon, let me know. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. You know, about the live stream, I know some of you guys are still wondering about it. I don't know if I'm just going to see if, like, one of you guys will trade me other Pokemon and I just, you know, do it in a video. I think that might be easier. But I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind yet. I guess I'll figure it out once I go. I'm pretty much just going to catch all the version exclusive Pokemon first. And then when I come to the part where I need to trade and do all those sorts of things, and that's when I'll probably reach out to you guys and either do a live stream and have you guys like help me out and trade me the Pokemon there, or I'll just, you know, do them off screen like you guys trade me it, and then I'll just catch them in a video or something. So I haven't really decided yet, and I guess I'll figure it out once we get it going. But with that, we went ahead and caught Ho-Oh. So awesome, guys. Great job to all you. We went ahead and caught Ho-Oh, and we are looking very, very good to be on our way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead. Leaf Storm. I don't know if I should actually teach that to one of our Pokemon. I don't know. I don't really... Is it good? Is it good on Boomy? I'm not really too sure, guys. Not really too sure what's going on. You know what? Why not? It looks strong. Screw it. Let's go ahead and teach it to it. If I made a mistake here and I shouldn't have taught it Leaf Storm, let me know. I think it's a pretty solid move. I'm just going to go ahead and teach it. Why not? Who cares, guys? Let's just teach it the move. Be on our way. And then we can continue on with, you know, whatever kind of trouble we get ourselves into, guys. So with that, Boomy learned Leaf Storm, and Ho-Oh's data was added to the Pokedex. So sweet, guys. We are done here. We caught Ho-Oh. That was, you know, not too bad of a fight. Not too bad. I thought it could have been a little harder. Ho-Oh's feather glows in 7 colors depending on the angle at which they are struck by light. These feathers are said to bring happiness to the bears. This Pokemon is said to live at the foot of a rainbow. Just like Ash saw in his, you know, first journey out. He looked up to the sky, saw Ho-Oh going through the rainbow. And we're going to go ahead and call it sunny. Just because it's a sunny day, you know, sunny day here. With that, guys, we are done catching Ho-Oh. And woo! Good luck to you guys if you're going after it, or Lugia, whichever it is. And that has been a good legendary hunt for today. So next time, guys, we'll continue with the legendary hunting. I've been considering doing Regigigas, but I'm a little confused on how you do that one. Probably gonna have to do a little more research on it. So if you guys have some information on how to catch Regigigas from your own personal experience, please let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure to give this video a like, and next time we'll continue with the legendary hunting. You know, I appreciate all your comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.